Hello everyone, it's me Luthfia. Today we are going to learn about teaching vocab. We will learn about introducing vocab, practicing vocab, and vocab games. Let's start with the introducing vocab. There are many ways in introducing vocab. In this occasion, I will give you two examples on how to introduce vocab to the student. The first is listen and say. How to implement listen and say in the classroom? I will give you an example. So imagine that we will teach the beginner students, and the aim of the lesson is the students will learn how to say and remember words related to farm. The first step that the teacher should do is showing the picture to the student. So the teacher should show this picture to the student, and then point one of the animal and say the word. For example, the teacher will point this animal and she or he should say chicken. After that, ask the student to repeat the word. The second step is asking the student to point the picture of animals by themselves and ask them to say the words. After that, we can move to the next activity in listen and say that is called just chant. So what is just chant? So just chant are exercise in which students utter words and short phrases rhythmically. And this is the example of just chant. So that is about listen and say. Let's move to the second activity that can be used by the teacher in introducing vocab. It's called missing the child. So how to do missing the child activities? I will give you the example. Imagine that we will teach pre-intermediate students, and the aim of the lesson is the student will learn and revise how to make and respond to invitation. The first step that the teacher should do is showing a picture to the student of lake where people are rowing. In the foreground is a woman talking to a man with a broken arm. After showing the picture, the teacher should give the student a dialogue with some missing words and ask the student to guess the missing words. And this is the example of the dialogue with some missing words. Then play the audio of the dialogue and ask the student to check their answer. After that, ask the student to practice the dialogue. The next step is explain about the expression of making and responding to invitation. So in here, the teacher should explain about the material that is expression of making and responding invitation. After explaining, the teacher should ask the student to make their own dialogue of making and responding to the invitation and practice it in front of the class. So that is about missing the dialogue. Let's move to the next topic, that is practicing vocab. I will give you two examples, two activities that can be applied in the classroom in practicing vocab to the students. The first is word circle. How to conduct or how to implement word circle in the classroom. So I will give you the example. Imagine that we will teach intermediate level students, and the material is about compound words. The first step that the teacher should do is showing the picture of word circle to the student. And this is the example of word circle. Ask the student to make compound words by saying which words that can be combined with the word book and TV. For example, bookshelf or TV series. After that, after the student finding the compound word, I ask the student to make a sentence with the compound word. For example, the student found the word bookshelf, so they should make a sentence by using bookshelf. So that is about word circle. The second activity is that we can implement in the classroom to practice vocab to the student is choosing words. How to implement choosing words? So I will give you the example. So choosing words can be used to teach any level of the students, and the material is general vocab. The first step that the teacher should do is giving the student list of words, if it is possible, the words that they have been studying. And then the teacher should make a situation. For example, they are going to live in the forest for a couple of days. Ask the student what kind of things that they will bring by choosing the words. After that, ask the student to explain why they choose those words in turn. And then the teacher will give feedback to the student. That is about choosing words. Let's move to the next topic, vocab games. There are so many games that can be applied in the classroom in teaching vocab, but in this occasion, I will give you one example of the games. So the game's called Guess the Word. How to implement Guess the Word in the classroom? So the first step that the teacher should do is putting the student into small teams. In each team, one member sits with their back to the board. After that, the teacher will write a word or phrase on the board. Each team has to explain the word or phrase without using it. And the student with their back on the board has to guess what the word is. So that is about guess the word. So I think that's all about teaching vocab. If you have any comment or question, you can drop it in the comment section below. See you in the next video. Goodbye.